Hi friends, welcome back to A&R Homestead. I am currently in my basement right now. My husband and I just finished building all of our fancy shelves and moved a few things around. That way we can finally get our basement set up. So we actually rent a very old half house apartment. So we have 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, we have a basement and 2 rooms in our attic. The spare bedroom is actually my office. I have an okay kitchen. I make do with what I have. We are currently in the search of our forever home. So I figured I would bring you along with how I'm going to organize my shelves and get all my jars set up along with my long-term food storage and all of that. So welcome or welcome back to, and come along with this journey with me. So I have 4 brand new metal shelves. One is currently here. I have 2 right over there, and then there's one off camera that you can't see. So I am going to start moving things around, kind of getting things set up how I want, and I will kind of tell you how I'm going to organize all of my stuff. I would love to know how you guys set up all of your things, what you guys organize together, what you don't organize together, and how you label everything. So comment down below and let me know how you organize your food storage. So I have a few things that I bought from the store and a few things that I am not quite sure where I'm putting yet. So I'm going to put all of my store-bought stuff on one shelf, and then I'm going to organize everything else in the other way. So I have a bunch of nor rice sides. My husband likes to eat those when I am not at home to do any cooking. My husband is actually an aircraft mechanic, and he drives 2 hours out to Philly. Normally I meal prep for him, and he works Friday, Saturday, Sunday on 313 shifts. So he is home during the week. On the weekends, sometimes he'll take nor rice sides, sometimes he'll take meal prep. It just kind of depends on what he's in the mood for. So I like to keep a couple of those on hand, just because in a pinch, if I haven't been home, he's able to take those. I have some graham crackers and some noodles and things like that that we bought prior to me making my own pasta and all of that. So I'm just going to get all of those set up and together. I have some sriracha sauce that we bought and some sauces, all of that. So I'm just kind of getting everything set up how we want it. My husband is an avid hot sauce lover, so I have quite a few different hot sauces that he uses throughout the year. I have not quite figured out how to make my own hot sauce yet. One of the things that I want to make this year is I actually want to learn to make my own mustard and to do my own ketchup. I haven't figured out ketchup quite yet, but I do have a few recipes I'd like to try. That would be my heater kicking on. I am going to step to the other shelf, so I will see you over there. So I've already set these shelves up for the most part. I do have some more things that I need to put in the spots that I would like. I keep all my broths on the top shelf. I have my pastas, and then I have some of my baked goods, my dry goods. So I'm just kind of in the process of setting everything up. have my corn, I have some canned corn that I had purchased, some red beets, I have carrots. Some things I had bought prior to learning to can, other things I have gotten given to me or things that I just bought because I needed something that I didn't have. These are actually pork barbecue, so they're going to go over on this shelf. I also have a bunch of empty jars that I'm currently in the process of moving out of the way. This is a jar of mayo. That's going to go on my other shelf. I have a bunch of cowboy candy that I made for my husband. I'm going to sit these empty jars over here. I think I might actually re-gift these. These were a gift from my mother-in-law, and I don't think I'm actually going to use them. I keep a gallon of molasses on hand because I make my own brown sugar. I'm actually currently out of sugar, so I need to get some more. In my big buckets, I have whole wheat flour and regular flour. In my smaller buckets, I have cornmeal, red kidney beans, and black beans. I have another bucket that is currently empty upstairs that has long grain rice in it. So I'm going to move these over here. This bag has a lot of my empty jar rings in them, and I'm actually going to move them into this plastic bag. And I'm actually going to, oh, this bag is ripped. I'm actually going to double bag these because this bag has a hole in it. That just has coffee seal on it, so I'm going to call my husband and ask him to bring me down a trash bag when he comes down. Hi, honey. Could you bring me down a trash bag when you come down, please? Okay, thank you. Love you too. Bye. So he is going to bring me down a trash bag when he comes down. This already has a lot of trash in it, so I'm just going to move all my trash that I have in there for now, and I'll just have him empty that out for me then. This has a lot of my empty jars and silicone inserts and stuff like that. I'm just trying to move all my jars out. Oh, my cat's trying to come down. So this is angel hair pasta, and this is spaghetti. I'm almost out of orzo, so I'm going to have to get some more. Those are my sun-dried tomatoes. Peaches. We go through a lot of black beans in our house. We are big Mexican style food eaters. Guess I'll put those on the bottom then. These are home canned peaches that I did this past year that I got from a local farm. So this is homemade chili base. I know this is actually not a approved canning recipe. It is actually a Rebel canning recipe. But I like to follow, it's your kitchen, your rules. Do what you are most comfortable canning. And I personally don't have an issue canning peppers and onions and tomatoes when I'm pressure canning them for X amount of time. So it doesn't bother me to do that. But if you are a new canner, I would not recommend doing anything that is not USDA approved. I would follow the science and do things the way that they recommend. These are all my home canned peaches. I like to use them to make homemade peach tea a lot. This is a case of unemptied jars. Empty jars. I have some wheat bottles that I want to reuse. Just sit those there for now. Garbanzo beans. Let me grab my other box. I have a lot of cases of jars that haven't been opened yet because I have a lot of canning projects coming up. Are these the same? These are. This box is actually all of my home canned red beets that I grew in my garden this year. I grew these from a plant start. I didn't start them myself. I'm actually going to leave these ones since they're smaller in the box. And my goal is to have my husband put bungee cords or some type of rope around the fronts and sides and backs, and I would like to get some plywood or cardboard to put here to help support my jars so that way they don't bend and move to the wire racks. These are applesauce jars, which I am actually going to leave in the case. And I'm just going to sit those there for the moment. And I will put my empty jars in there. Going to move these to the other shelf. All right, we're gonna move to the other side now. Okay. I'm gonna grab something to put my extra lids in. I like to keep my extra lids that I've already used for when I make either salad dressings or anything like that. Since they're just going in my fridge, they're not being recanned with, they're just being recycled to be used for something else that is not going to break a seal. I have some rice, which can go on the other shelf. This is onion powder, one of my herbs. Canning salt, those can stay. I keep my rings on my jars. They are, well, they're supposed to be loose. Most of them are. So I have potatoes that I canned. My potatoes that I have canned are actually a Rebel canning recipe as well. They are not USDA approved because they are canned in a vinegar solution. As I said, I do recommend everybody follow the USDA guidelines for canning. It's mouth I used for when I built my shelves. This is homemade strawberry syrup. The strawberries that I used were actually home canned and grown from a local farm. I also have some blueberry syrup here where I got the blueberries from the same space. Oh, that's pineapple jelly or jam that my mom made me. This is parsley, some dehydrated potatoes. I keep a bulk supply of herbs on hand. Most are dehydrated. They are dehydrated from when I had dehydrated them. I'm going to leave these jars in the box. This is ham and bean soup that I canned. I do need to take these upstairs and wash the jars off then. They are a little sticky from coming out of my canner. I just didn't have time the other week when I did them. I have some stevia. My husband likes to use stevia in his coffee every now and again. I have powdered milk that I keep for emergencies. Big jar of canning salt. This is my long grain rice, which can go on the other shelf then. This is some peach jelly. Oh, and here are my other potatoes. I'm actually going to move all of these down. This is probably not my ending setup for everything. Everything will probably get moved around again. Hi, baby.
You coming up, Miss Ma'am?
Oh, you're waiting on the cat. This is my husband, Ryan. The green bag has empty jars in it.
She's under the stairs.
That's fine. The one on the floor has the trash in it.
Don't throw in all that in here.
Yes, please. And then I have lard that I rendered from a while ago. I think it was last year. This is strawberry jelly. in a group on Facebook, which is where I learned about the potatoes. And a lot of people say that you can't just boil them and then make mashed potatoes out of them. My husband and I actually really enjoy them that way. We also like to throw them in the air fryer seasoned with a little bit of oil. Honey?
Yes, love.
Could you please grab the box of pasta that's upstairs in the kitchen and bring it down for me? These are all of my seasonings. That's extra apple cider vinegar that I have. That's actually long grain rice, which can go over on the other side. An empty jar. Those are chili flakes. That is ham and bean soup. Oh, I have more ham and bean soup. Oh, actually, this is ham and green bean soup, not ham and bean soup. More lard. Cilantro. We don't actually go through a lot of cilantro. If I'm being honest, I am not a very large cilantro fan. Cumin. Cinnamon.
I brought the rest of the stuff out.
If you can just sit them on the back side over there, please. Those are sunflower seeds that'll need a jar. Italian seasoning. Dill. That is ranch seasoning. I have Jell-O.
I have a cat.
Hello, Miss Ma'am. This is our cat, Tonks. Turn around. She is very adventurous.
Alright, do you need help with anything else?
Is there anything else upstairs that has to come down?
Just stuff on the table. Do you want that big thing of ketchup?
Yeah, if you could just bring what's on the table down. Do you want to take the empty Aldi bag and put it in the Aldi bag and just carry the bag downstairs?
I don't know how much it is, but...
Well, you can fit whatever you can in there, and then if there's more...
Would like to move some of this.
Okay, well once I finish organizing the drawers, we can move stuff around. Drawers, shelves, I mean. I can move that mallet. I'm going to put this empty jar over here. This is extra simple syrup. Move my coffee. I like to use my lard to season our Blackstone. You can just sit it over there.
Yeah, it's just the dressing, tomato sauce, and ketchup.
Oh, is that all that it was? That bag can actually come over here then.
Yeah, that's all that was.
Since it's store-bought stuff, you can set it over here so I can put it on this shelf.
I'm gonna collapse these boxes.
No, actually, I want to keep them. If you wouldn't mind, actually, I want to throw these containers out. Not this one, not the empty one, but I want to throw these out.
That's it.
This can go upstairs then. I don't want to throw that one out. I want to take that upstairs. Thank you. This is basil. Did I have another basil? I did not.
Is she down here?
Yes, she's over there behind my camera pod. I have a jar of store-bought spaghetti sauce. I do have other spaghetti sauce. Some ranch dressing. Oh, that's Caesar, not ranch. And a bottle of ketchup. Simple syrup. Empty Aldi box bag.
Honey, did you want this garbage bag to stay down here?
Yeah, you might as well leave it for now. Here's the mallet.
Let's just keep it down here. I'll put it on.
Thank you. Would you mind grabbing?
The garbage bag here.
Would you mind grabbing the 2 boxes that are over there that are for my jars, and just putting them over here on the bottom? Yeah, both of those, and then putting them next to the bottles, please.
Next to what?
The top bottles over here on the second from the bottom shelf. That's an empty jar. I believe these, if you can just put them in there. They'll fit. Push them over. I need to go through those.
Real quick.
It's my apples.
Oh, I almost put your pocket.
That is pork.
Speaking of pocket. Oh.
I have some store-bought red enchilada sauce. Jar of mayo. I just recently started making my own, and some coffee filters. This is homemade taco sauce that I made myself from tomatoes that I grew. Those have to go upstairs.
These two?
Mm-hmm.
Where are we putting them?
They can go in the kitchen. I need to empty them. They didn't seal properly. Then more right side. Dip packs, soup mix. I have some black pepper. I will need to reorganize some of this. It's an empty ring. This is a jar of peach pomegranate jam that was gifted to me. Everything bagel seasoning. This is an empty box. Empty Aldi bags. I have some canned tuna. This is homemade spaghetti sauce. This is another box of empty jars. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes that I need to move and organize. And then I have a couple things that I need to move around yet. This is homemade coleslaw mix. It is not my favorite thing that I've canned. I find that it has lost its crunch a lot, so I have to open it and rinse it off. This is grape jelly, grape juice. And that one didn't seal right, so that'll need thrown out. Some simple syrup. These go over on this shelf. Which I actually think I'm going to move these. Since they're a tomato product. Along with my tomato sauce. And put them with my other tomato products. Enchilada sauce. These are some beer can stocks from my husband's beer. This is home done grape juice. And that's grape jelly, which can go down with the other jellies. Another empty box. Grape jelly, tomato sauce, applesauce, apple slices. So I'm actually going to move these down. Along with my lard and jelly. Apple slices in a simple syrup. These are home canned green beans and tomato soup. Another empty box. Just need to grab my cat. Just now covered in dirt. I'm gonna run her upstairs. Okay, I have some more coleslaw mix. Hang on, honey. I'm over here. I can't hear you. Give me 1 second. Can put these up there. I want them put up individually though. So I have, if you do the dill pickles first. Right there is fine. They don't need to go all the way back. And then you can put the bread and butter beside them. And then you can do the spicy pickles, the small ones. Then my pickled carrots. Yep, the small one. Yep, and then do the cauliflower. And then they're frog balls.
With Brussels sprouts?
Yes, they're pickled Brussels sprouts. This is sliced pickled carrots and corn. This is another jar of spicy pickles.
Do you have more pickled carrots?
No, I think I just have chili base yet. Which is there. So you can actually put these on the side up top because this is all an overflow of chili base. Farther. There you go. That one didn't seal right. This can go over here with the other jar that didn't seal right. Set that there. My husband has a big thing for his military MREs. Put them on the shelf there. A big can of black beans.
Miss Mary, come here. Miss Mary, come here. You're so cute. Like a small child. You're right, Angel.
And then I was at DJ's the other day and I picked up a few boxes of pasta. I just like to have a few on hand in case I run out. They were on sale. I'm actually going to throw this box out. These can go in the bag with all my empty empty jars. I will find a spot for those then. This is an empty can. Okay, so everything is pretty much how I want it for now. I will probably fine tune things later on. Thank you for joining me. Have a great day.